Alright, welcome back. As you can see, I picked up another Coleman Lantern. This is a dual fuel. It's dated 3/16, so it's March of 2016. It's unfired, so I figured it'd be a good time to show you how to set one up, burning the mantles, and just the whole process of getting one going. So I'd say the first thing we ought to do is open this up and see what we got. It's all jammed in there. Should have a funnel. Yeah. There ought to be a pack of mantles in there. There we go. And here it is. This is how they come to you. First thing we'll do, get this globe unpacked. Alright, set that off aside for now. Take a quick look. You can see, it says dual fuel, and you can run white gas and gasoline in it. If you're going to run gasoline in it, I've been running the Rec 90, which is made for boats. There's no ethanol in it. A little warning tag for you about carbon monoxide and don't burn it inside, and stuff like that. Alright, so here's your fuel adjustment. Here's your filler cap. So we're going to put it in that. Here's where you pump it up. I'll show you all that. But as you can tell, this thing's never been burnt before. So we'll get the small stuff out of the way first. Here's the funnel that comes with it. We've got quite a few of these. That'll fit down in the fill tank, and hopefully you can see it. We've got that white filter, and then that black nozzle angles up so that when that tank gets full, it won't let any more fuel go down in there. That way you don't overflow it. Here's the mantles that come with it. Regular old tie-ons. Let's do them now. You're going to get 4 of them. You're only going to need 2 right now. There's what you're going to have to start with. So what I'll do, I'll take this string first. Just do a quick overhand knot just to get everything started. There. Now it's ready where I can start putting it on there. Set that guy on. Tie him on. And when I'm tying it at, that gap right there, that's where the string's going to tie on at. So I got the first one on. Make another quick little knot. I always like a knot facing away from the generator so it's not touching anything. And again, start with one overhand knot. Slip that over. Draw that tight. And just do one more overhand knot to really lock it in. Alright, it's good tight. Take yourself a good sharp knife, trim off them strings. Don't think you want to leave them strings on there to cause a hot spot. Starts touching. There we go. Mantles are on. Next thing we do is got to burn them in. Now some people don't pre-burn theirs. And you can actually light this with raw mantles, but I just don't think they last as long. Sometimes they'll blow out the bottom. So I'm just gonna take a lighter. This one happens to be a flame proof. But you do, this is gonna be smoky. Usually I do this outside, but it's dark out and I'm trying to film this. I'm just gonna take this. If it lights, there we go. Start at the bottom. You just let that smolder. It'll go from the original white to black, and when it burns the rest of the way through, you'll start to see where it's orange, and then where that white ash is starting, you want that to burn all the way up. Yeah, that's working well. There we go. It'll shrink up to the size it needs to be. So right there's one that hasn't been burnt yet, and there's one that's in the middle of getting burned in. Light this one up. And like I said, it is best to do this outside, but I'm sitting in my garage. So that one's starting to go. As you can see, this one's about all the way burned in. Most of the orange is gone, most of the black's gone. Hit it with a little bit more heat. But that little trick right there is going to save you. It's going to save you quite a bit on mantle life. It'll last a lot longer. Everything's all burned in there. Stop smoking now. Let's let it set about 2 minutes after I burnt them in. So now let's put it the rest of the way together. There's the nut that's on top of it. Take the globe. These newer ones have this little heat shield on there. It's got these little spring feet kind of center your globe up. Set that right down in. And right on top. You just want to snug this top nut. You don't need to be cranking down on it. Them springs are going to hold some tension, just enough so it don't rattle around. If you go cranking this down as hard as you can, you're going to end up cracking this globe. There's no need for all that tension. Alright, we got everything ready. Next step will be putting some fuel in it. This happens to be Crown. It's the same thing as Coleman fuel. It's all white gas. And we're going to use that funnel they gave us. Get it going. Now again, you should fill this up outside, but I'm filming. I'm not going to top it off all the way. Slow and steady pouring. This can's about empty. We'll call that good enough. So, get that out of the way. Okay, there's that. There's your cap. It's got a little gasket on there. These brand new ones, they're gonna seal up fine. Again, don't take a wrench, crank that thing down. Get it snug. Next step is we got to pressurize this tank. Make sure this is turned all the way off. I'm gonna come over here to this guy, unscrew it a couple times, and there's an air hole right down in here. When you go to pump it, you keep your thumb over that air hole. So I'm going to hold it just like that. Usually give it like 30 pumps, get going. I honestly didn't count. You guys let me know if that was close to 30. All right, fuel's in it. This is turned all the way off. We've got the tank pressurized. So we've got everything ready. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this regular grill lighter, just so it's a nice easy flame. What you want to do is you want to make sure that your fuel knob is turned all the way off. You don't want to hear or smell nothing. And then you take the lighter, get your flame going first, and you crack this open. You'll start to hear it. Then when it's just starting out, see how that's flaming up like that? That's nothing crazy. But what it is, the heat hasn't got into the generator tube yet to turn the gas into a vapor. So as that warms up, it's going to get more efficient. That gold tube is your generator. That's what's going to mix the fuel. It's going to come up and hit the back tube, draw in the air, mix it together, and burn. Alright, this thing's been burning, I don't know, 90 seconds. So what I'm going to do is crank this all the way open. There's where she's really generating the light. So for the most fuel efficiency, what you do is you go with the brightest light you can. You start backing this back closed a little bit until it fades just a hair. Okay, right there it faded. Come back open just enough to get it back to full tilt. That'll save your fuel overnight. Everything looks to be working good. Another big tip, if you're running one of these, don't touch that top nut. It'll take the skin right off your fingers. I mean, I didn't do it, but oof, it hurts. But it smarts. Next step, let's take it outside. There we go. I set this up on a little shepherd's hook out here. Burning good. Casts quite a bit of light. Alright, just came back from outside. Now it's time to shut her down. What you want to do, take fuel knob, shut it all the way off. Now it's not going to just die off right away. All the vapors that are still coming up that generator tube are still going to be flowing out. You'll see the mantles start dying off real good, but there's still fuel coming out of there. Let's keep this closer to you. Just going to let that go. You'll see the color go away, but in the dark, if you look, sometimes you'll see a blue flame yet, right at the very top where mantles meet. So before you do anything, let these things cool off, let all the fuel get out of them, die off completely. Give them about 10 minutes to cool off before you go setting them in your truck or toting them around or anything like that. And again, even though that's off, don't touch that or this whole top. It'll just sear skin clean off of you. Ooh. All right, just cool it off a little bit. So again, that's what you're going to get. Get yourself a dual fuel. It's going to come with a 4-pack of mantles. You're going to need 2 of them. Throw the other 2 somewhere where they stay dry. And that convenient little funnel. And then you can either run, like I said, white gas, or you can run regular unleaded. And I like to use the ethanol-free running pump gas. A lot of the gas stations call it Rec 90 or ethanol-free. It burns good. But yeah, hope you like that. You'll see this one in action when I take it to the river. I tend to burn a lot of lanterns down there. You don't really need all the light, but I've got quite a collection of them, and I like rotating in certain ones. This is by far my newest lantern. This is 2016. And I've got one hanging up over there that's 80 years older than that. Most of them are from the 50s and 60s. And if you guys like this, want to see some more lanterns and see how to work on them or anything like that, let me know. Again, thanks for watching.